Jerritt, certainly not to imply that Big 12 matches are guaranteed wins by any means, but is it a little bit tough to keep them sharp when maybe you're not facing the kind of competition you would say in the Pac-12, like night in and night out?
Well, I think first of all, the country is so much more balanced than it's ever been, and I think the challenge for all coaches is to keep their teams mentally and emotionally there night in, night out, and that's a challenge with college athletes. With travel and midterms and all the appointments they have to go through. But with our conference, on yesterday's match against Kansas, they're a very physical team and have the capabilities of playing at a very high level, and we knew that. And I think the goal of every coach is to hold yourself to a certain standard. If we can do that with our team, then we'll be in a good position by the end of the year. There's a lot of areas that we need to improve on, emotionally as well as physically and tactically. So we've got a lot of work still to accomplish.
Are you guys, are you guys at that standard that you're holding yourself to? We're
not there yet, no. I mean, we are playing well at times, very, very well at times. I thought the way that we came out last night or yesterday afternoon was we were well prepared. We were in a great, confident position, but after the break, we came out not there emotionally, and we weren't competing very well, and therefore we had 12 or 13 errors and kind of forced a game 4 on us, and they played better. But overall, we've got to be able to sustain that night in, night out. And the first conference match, we didn't come out crisp and ready to play, so we had to bounce back and find a way to do that. So it's a younger group, but we've got to find some leadership and work on that still, and they're understanding it, which is great, and that's part of this process.
Coach, you worried about the errors you made early in the Iowa State game, and then those showed up in the third set yesterday. Do those kind of errors worry you, and how do you fix those errors going forward?
Well, they don't worry me. I mean, they're something that we need to focus on. It comes more from an emotional standpoint in terms of routines that usually kind of, right now they're snowballing on top of each other, and then when we're able to kind of sit them down and get them a little bit of a break, those go away. But it's part of this game. It's happening around the country. We're not the only ones that are going through this battle, and it's what makes the great teams great is they don't go through those cycles a lot. So we'll work on it. We're confident about that, and they're bought into what they were doing, so we're excited about that.
You guys started slow against West Virginia and Iowa State in set 1, and then last week coming out 13-5. Did you guys make it a point to try to come out on the road quick?
Yeah, we've been trying to make that a point every night, but I think they were we were really hammering home of how important this match was, and we do that all the time, and it's the hard part for the coaching staff because you keep telling them, like, this is an important match, and then it kind of becomes this bland noise that they hear. But the leadership did a good job of coming out and being prepared. I thought we executed at a very high level, and we just were very good at our routines and playing systematically, just doing the same things over and over again, and didn't have to do too much. And I thought our setters were really good early on, and Cat Bell got us going, and we played with a lot of confidence, and our defense was really solid. I think we had 24 digs in that first game.
Coach, just looking around the Big 12, there have been what I guess some people would consider some upsets, with Baylor going to Kansas State and opening up with a win there, and TCU beating Iowa State. Are you showing the players like those games and saying, hey, that in this conference, seems like anybody can beat anybody on any given night?
We mentioned it the first week how many upsets there were, and that we were almost victim to one of those upsets, and that we've got to show up on a nightly basis. And yeah, Baylor went up to they beat Kansas State, who's a very good team, and we've got to be prepared. And this week is going to be a challenge because we've got 3 matches in 5 days. We've got to be it's nice to be home, but we've got to be ready to go by tomorrow night against Baylor, and then have a day turnaround against Tech.
Anything else, guys? All right.
Okay, thank you.